Happy New Year, everybody. We say one is lucky when opportunity meets preparation. But when lack of preparation meets reality, you can say it's bad luck, not be me talking. May your Rolls Royce not turn to Corolla in 2025. Happy New Year, everybody, once again. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in his media chat with some selected renowned journalists in December 2024, while praising some of his administration's economic policy, stated that his friends who once had a 5 Rolls Royce now drives a Corolla because of the cost of fuel. As you know, he was invariably liking the policy to wealth redistribution. But the irony is that the president, senate president, vice president, governors, and government officials, their motorcade comprising of imported vehicles, they long every day, which means despite the poverty and the removal of subsidy, we end up subsidizing government unreasonable expenses. Wow. So since the president's friends with 5 Rolls Royce is now driving a Corolla, I'm sorry for those of us with small money, whenever people pay school fees for January, we may end up dropping our Corolla and even start riding keke. Well, I pray for you this year, may your Rolls Royce not turn to Corolla in 2025. Amen, somebody. Once the president thought he was praising his economic policies, for me, in actual sense, he was actually demarketing his administration. Because someone who had 5 Rolls Royces before the President Tinubu's administration, but is now driving Corolla under Tinubu's administration, despite the wastages in government, was probably blessed by Nigeria until Tinubu happened to him. I know you agree with me. Tell me which investor would like put money for economy where church pastors with no factory anywhere are buying Rolls Royce to celebrate the birthday of Papa Oyedepo of Winners Chapel, while a businessman with 5 Rolls Royce end up driving a Corolla. Who go put money for that kind of economy? If I say may Tinubu not happen to you or your business this year, APC members go to quarrel. So I say may your Rolls Royce not be turned to a Corolla in 2025. Or may Tinubu's friend not be your lot in this season. Amen, somebody. In a country where we know the benefit of being a president's friend, so please permit me to ask the president, why won't your friends with Rolls Royce end up driving Corolla when ordinary jobs that Nigerians can do are taken away from them and given to foreigners, who in turn take this profit away from the country? Take the case of the dredging of most of our water channels, Warri Channel, Bonny Channel, Calabar Channel, even Lagos Channel. Despite the fact that Nigerian companies have capacity to do these jobs, they are awarded to foreign companies, including some of the foreign companies that were convicted in Switzerland for previously bribing officials of Nigerian Port Authority. So, Mr. President, your friend didn't end up driving Corolla from Rolls Royce because of fuel prices, but because of inability of our government or your government to provide an enabling environment, fight insecurity, and domicile some of the jobs in country, which eventually enhances further availability for business in Nigeria. Because no matter the funds, if your friend is doing well, certainly he will be able to afford the fuel. Secondly, forget the back and forth between former President Obasanjo and NNPC about the workability or non-workability of Warri Refinery. The fact remains that the inability of our refinery to work, despite repeatedly pumping billions of dollars into it and promising Nigeria of its workability, makes people ride Corolla from Rolls Royce. It's clear. Thirdly, how have we also encouraged local manufacturing of our basic consumables to enable us domicile funds in country? If I talk about exportation to enable us earn forests, apart from oil, someone will remind me that now who feed produce for local consumption, go even feed produce for exports. Yet our presidents believe that his friends move from driving a Rolls Royce to Corolla because of fuel prices. Anyway, President, no pass me. But my own prayer is that may Tinubu's friends, Rolls Royce friend, not be your lot in 2025. Amen, somebody. Fourthly, what is government policy on qualitative education? And what resources are available to encourage the creation of cottage production industries that will in turn reduce youth unemployment and migration, apart from Yahoo? Anyway, sorry. The president says it is fuel subsidy that will solve all our problems. And I say amen. Also, year in, year out, successive government keep mounting agriculture. So how well has the government created opportunities, collaborative synergies for off-takers, and combating insecurity to enhance return to farm and encourage food processing to fight food security and poverty, which in turn will reduce cost of importation of food items and reduce hunger so that people will end up not selling their Rolls Royce to buy Corolla. Well, make we dey play, because with this kind of mindset, if care is not taken, more people might end up selling even that Corolla to buy bicycle. Maybe then government will even say it is progress. After all, people they ride bicycle for Europe and America and Canada to reduce global warming and emission. For here, everything na government gain. If I continue, the list is endless. We no go live here. Just add your own. But I dare say, why poverty is not peculiar to our country alone. I wish the government would sit down and take statistics of the companies that folded up from Nigeria in 2024 alone. Why some people were debating whether it was Tinubu that happened to those companies. The president himself came out to confirm that he actually happened to them. That, his policy reduced a 5 Rolls Royce owner to a Corolla driver. With that, definitely, your guess is as good as mine. So, but if I may ask, how many people in government who drive Rolls Royce today, or who are driving Rolls Royce, are now driving Corolla? Rather, we have a lot of people who were driving Corolla before they went into government, but are today driving Rolls Royce, a year and a half into government. Please don't ask me to name names, because you and I, we know the people. We see the flamboyance in government. So my prayer for Nigerians in 2025 is that may your Corolla be turned to Rolls Royce. Amen, somebody. I know they will shout amen. We like that kind of prayer. So I will therefore advocate President Tinubu and his government should learn to provide alternative before taking certain decisions that will impact negatively on the people this 2025. Government should enhance local governance to create competitive and enabling environment for businesses to thrive, as every local poverty can only be solved using local resources, production, and empowerment. They should also help diversify the economy from import dependency to local production at the local level, agro-processing and export centers. That way, no matter the policy government will have enough to not cushion the effect of the hardship alone, but will also be able to provide alternative instead of just sharing palliative that never get to those people that is meant for. Government also, as a matter of urgency, should shed weight and reduce costs while plunging leakages and then applying the resources into critical sectors like education, mechanized farming, public transportation, and utility to help drive down costs of production, which will subsequently make us a productive hub as against this consumption dump site that we have become. Anyway, this is a new year. Let me not bore you with plenty grammar and long details, because everything I am saying here, those in government already know. But I yet do not fathom the reason why they don't do this thing. But however, feel free to share your thought with us on all our social media platforms showing on your screen. For if you understand what it means to fall from 5 Rolls Royce to a Corolla, you will know that there's fire on the land and not just on the mountain. See you next week.